I've been lost inside a daydream. This hopes of mine could really break me, catch me by surprise. Faces, sun-kissed skin inside
Wow.
face me. LA kids just trying to make it full dimension. So who's
Hello, we're in Nashville. We've made it to Nashville. It's already actually pretty late at night. I think it's 6:19. I got to my phone. We just got finished settling in and kind of unloading and unpacking a little bit. I've set up a workstation for tonight, and we did just get back from the Nashville Fairgrounds where the Market for Makers will be this weekend. So we did not fully set up. I still have to tag some things. I still have to carve some of my rugs and do a little maintenance. There's some things I have to sew. But other than that, we are here. We're pretty much ready for the weekend, and we are so excited. I decided not to film while driving in just because to get from where we live to Nashville, we literally have to drive through a mountain, and I just wanted to be safe and like relax. It was about a 2.5-hour drive from where we live right outside of Chattanooga, and it was beautiful. And yeah, so right now we are looking into where to eat. We are staying at the Embassy Suites, and our view is stunning. We're like geeked out. So James is like really a foodie. He's going to be looking up where we should walk to for food. So we decided to ball out for tonight. We'll see how tomorrow goes. And yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else that you want to add in the background? James is getting ready for the night. Yeah, me too.
What are you craving?
Hey guys, we are here. It's 10:07, so for the next hour it's going to be a VIP shopping experience for everyone. I don't know how busy this VIP hour will be because you had to pay extra to be in for this VIP hour, but it does look like a really good amount of people are here already, and they have big carts. So I'm hoping that today is just going to be really good from here on out. But we'll check in hourly, I think. I gotcha. Okay, did you want to pay cash or card for that? Is that back for you? And did you want a digital receipt at all? Okay, sounds good. Okay, did you want to pay cash or card for that? Thank you so much. You want a small baggie for that? I gotcha. How are you? Thank you so much. I like to mix and match the different textures and patterns with the fabric and whatnot. Thank you. Yeah, of course. If you scan the QR code on the back, that'll take you to all of our socials. Thank you so much. Did you want to pay cash or card? Thank you. And did you want a baggie for your sticker at all? I gotcha. Thank you so much. Oh, the magnets are $8. Yeah. I gotcha. Do you want to do cash or card? You can tap or insert whenever. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good one. Okay, so we're about 4 transactions in, and every single one we have had a hard time connecting, so I'm stressed a little bit, but hello. I got you. And did you want a baggie for that? Oh, forget about the tips. Okay, and then also, did you want to do cash or card?
I do card.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's 45. Is that all right with you? Sounds good.
I need to get out of here.
I got you. And then you can tap or insert whenever. And did you want a digital receipt? You could do text or email. Sounds good. Thank you so much. James brought breakfast. We've got Korean breakfast sandwiches. Sorry, we were like talking breakfast right here. Okay, and did you want to do cash or card?
Card, please.
Sounds good.
Do Apple Pay on that thing or actual card?
I'm sorry?
Can I do Apple Pay or do National Card? Oh,
Okay, and then after tax, that is $37.54.
awesome.
And did you want to do a digital receipt at all? You could do text or email. I got you. And you've got a bag, it looks like. I got you. And those are machine washable, so if you spill coffee on them, you can throw them in the wash. Did you want to do cash or card? Sounds good. That is $21.45 after tax, and then you can tap or insert. And did you want to do a digital receipt or anything like that? No worries. Do you want a baggie? I got you. Here's a thank you card. It has all of our socials on the back. Thank you. I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. If you scan the back of this QR code, that'll take you to our socials. Our website is down right now because we're changing things up on it. But I do both standalone rugs, and then I do a lot of stuff that I frame as well. So, Chattanooga. So we're like neighbors. Got you. Did you want to do cash or card? Thank you so much. And then, did you want a baggie for that? So here is a card on the back. There's a QR code with all our socials on it. Thank you. I gotcha. And then, did you want to pay cash or card? Yeah. Okay. After tax, it's $8.58, and then you can tap or insert whenever you're ready. Awesome. And did you want to do cash or card? Okay. Okay. After tax, it's $17.16, and you can tap or insert whenever. And did you want to do a digital receipt at all? Okay. It is $2.30 just about, and I'm hitting my wall. I'm very, very tired, but I'm also very pregnant, so it's to be expected. It has been super busy. It's been really, really good. So this was my first time sitting down and really getting off my feet and talking to you guys. I didn't realize that my camera had died like an hour ago, so it didn't pick up a lot of the big sales that we got in the last little bit, but it's been great. We have until 5 today, so we still have a couple hours to go. And we did all of our touristy stuff last night, and walked down the city. Tonight, we're very much looking forward to bunkering down in the hotel, enjoying our hotel view. And then we're gonna get pizza, I think, delivered to the room because I have a lot of work that I have to get done before tomorrow. We had a problem with our display, and some of my trophy fish came off the rack. So some of them fell off the rack and then hit the floor and broke essentially. So I'm not displaying all of my stuff today just so that I can avoid them getting damaged further. But I had bought for this market sticky tab hooks to display stuff on the grid wall, and those work really well for the mushroom frames, which are also selling really well right now. But the trophy fish are too heavy for those. So without me knowing that yet, I was using them, and a lot of my stuff fell off the grid wall. I pivoted. We sold out of our exit signs, so I took the baskets that the exit signs were in, and I put my trophy fish on those. But I still have to fix and reassemble a couple of those tonight to display tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's it. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
James is here with me, and we're sleepy. We stayed up too late last night.
I drank.
And James had beer, and James isn't a drinker, so that was fun for him. He had a beer at dinner, and then he had a beer in the hotel room, and then this morning he woke up and was like, I was drunk, which is really cute to me. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm so tired. I'm so excited to veg out in the hotel room. And yeah, I don't know if we'll check in again today or not. It's slowing down, but there's still a crazy amount of people here. So hopefully we make a few more sales. Obviously, we still have 3 hours left, so hopefully we definitely make more sales today. And then I will check in again later. We are back day 2. I didn't get any footage, I don't think, last night. I didn't do a recap at the hotel because James and I were just so tired. He's parking the car right now, and market starts in about 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's all a white screen, but I just got dropped off and finished kind of pulling out everything and fluffing up the booth, and I am excited to get today going and also to get today done. I am just so burnt out. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna do this market again for sure. I'm kind of getting my plans together for 2027 markets because I'm slowing down with this pregnancy. So I don't know how many more markets I'll be able to really do, especially like out of town markets or like really, really big events. So I can feel my gum showing for the rest of 2026, especially after Wreathy comes. My body is shot. I'm just so big and so pregnant, and I think this is definitely like my last pregnancy because I just can't handle it. I'm getting older and I can't handle it anymore. I love you kids, but dang, you guys are a lot to bring Earthside. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for James now and for the market to start, and I'll see you guys once when we start making sales. Oh, and I like mixing and matching the different textures and like fabrics. And thank you. I gotcha. And then did you want a small baggie for that at all? I gotcha. Thank you. I gotcha. And did you want to do cash or card for this? Sounds good. Okay, and that's $26.81 after tax. We can tax answer. Did you want to do a digital receipt at all? Okay. Yeah, you can use those as mats. I have seen people put those in their bathrooms, in their rooms, in the bedrooms. Some people have hung those up on their walls. It's really versatile. Yeah, for sure. Are y'all wanting to do cash or card? Okay, cool. And then you said 2 coasters.
Found ones.
Is it both the smiley and the... Okay, cool. I love when it's like the pair. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So that brings you to $53.62 after tax. That brings it to $32.18 after tax. And did you want a baggie for those? Thank you. And then did you want to do yours cash or card? Okay, sounds good. That's $21.45 after tax. No worries then. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. I am going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Here. Your mic.
Oh, Shelby, I love you. Don't make any wild statements. Jake and Logan Paul are CIA agents. This is Conspiracy Hour with James. Why did we hear nothing about America's biggest mass shooting in America after it happened? What? The Las Vegas shooting? Howdy. Good, how are you guys?
That is like...
Spacey, I've been lost inside a daydream. These hopes of mine could really break me or catch me by surprise. Faces, sun-kissed skin inside a basement. LA kids just trying to make it before the next sunrise. So who's that knocking at your door? Feels like we've been here before. Cause I've been set back, broke down, and I'm not wearing out.
Hello. It's a couple days later. I have gotten a haircut since the last clip, and we've obviously since come home. I am beat and so fulfilled and so happy and grateful and so many things. I hope the mic is working because towards the end there is a lot of static with the mic and I can't figure out how close I should keep it to my face. It is 10:53 at night, so I don't know why I always feel the need to like show what time it is, but it's late and I'm really tired, so I'm going to try and breeze through this. Anyways, within the last couple of months, I've kind of changed how I've been doing these markets, and I'm really, really happy. I'm really, really happy that all the changes that I've implemented into my business really benefited us this weekend because my monthly markets that I've always done that are local to Chattanooga, I always bring probably like $1,000, $2,000 worth of inventory. So I was used to my profit margins being around $500 to $700 a month. And I don't normally talk about how much I make. Excuse me. I don't normally talk specific numbers on my monthly market vlogs, just because I don't know. I just don't feel like that's very appropriate for local markets. I don't really know why, but the ones that we travel to, the bigger ones that we really invest into, I do think it's kind of fun to see how much we can make out of those, see how profitable and how, what's the word? Beneficial or not beneficial they were. So I am going to talk specific numbers for this market, but I was very used to bringing a very low amount of inventory to my monthly markets just because it takes me so long to make this stuff, especially when I'm doing it every month. It doesn't give me too much time to restock a good amount of inventory. But after the Renaissance Fair, Chattanooga did have our first Renaissance Fair May 30th, and I knew that that was going to be huge. No one knew how big that was going to be, but I knew it was going to be big, and so probably I think like 2 months before that, I did take 1 month off from doing any kind of markets. At the time I was doing 2 monthly markets, and I took both of those off, and, excuse me, and I really focused on building up an inventory for the Renaissance Fair. That one was crazy. That was the most money I've ever made on a single day at a market, and it blew me away. And so after that, I kind of decided that my business and where I'm at in my business, I'm ready to start making bigger investments into these bigger markets. I want to kind of take some risks with traveling more. We decided to come back and immediately invest into a Markets for Makers market, which was what we did last weekend. Those booth fees, I'm embarrassed to say, because I don't know why I'm embarrassed to say how much I spent for that booth fee, but it's a $700 booth fee and then a $50 application fee. So you're chancing losing out on $50 if you apply and you don't get accepted. I wanted to take the chance because I had quite a big cushion of money that I could put towards my bills, but then also invest back into my business. So that is what we decided to do. That is kind of what laid the foundation for this past weekend. Before I took the plunge and paid for the booth fee, I looked up as many YouTube videos as I could for Markets for Makers, and there's a couple, and the ones that I did see looked really, really promising. I mean, everyone that I've talked to that's gone to this, vended at this, all said great things, and all said that it would be a really busy market, but I did not see any specific videos on Nashville, so it did make me nervous if the Nashville location would be as profitable as maybe some of their other locations, because I do know that Market for Makers has markets in a lot of the major cities and states. Like there's one in Miami, Houston, Dallas, Houston and Austin, and then Chicago, Brooklyn, and a couple spots in California. But the one in Nashville had like no videos that I could find on YouTube, which is kind of why I like making these videos, so someone in the future can reference if it was good or not. And I will say I'm happy that I did it now. If I had found this market and taken this chance like even a year ago, I would not have been ready at all to make the most out of a market like this. But I knew that it would be a great opportunity to make money and then to also get my name out there, my business out there, and to expand outside of Chattanooga. Come on. My camera is like $80. I'm really sorry that it's so blurry throughout the whole video because I already know it's going to be very blurry. I truly spent, I think, like 2 months straight of fulfilling orders online, barely, because I really did have to pull back on my online website. I closed the website, but I was still taking orders from like Instagram and like having people Venmo and pay that way or pay cash. But anyways, I really focused on inventory for this market. I stopped bringing new inventory to my local markets, so I was taking that chance as well, doing local markets and only bringing like bare minimum inventory. My inventory goal before this market was $10,000, and in theory, I did reach that goal, but I decided to just tuft or punch needle everything, and then like assemble it like the week before, thinking that that would be enough time. And I had probably, it ended up being over 60 items that I had to assemble, big and small. And for anyone that works with textile art, there's just so many different steps to it. So like in my mind, I always think that the longest step is the actual tufting process. Like once when the item is actually cut off the frame, in my mind, it's done. So I add it to a pile and it's done. And I forget that like, you have to glue the back on. Well, first you have to lay the edges down on the side, and then you glue the back on, and then you have to wait 24 hours for that to dry, and then you seal the edges. After the back is on, you have to re-glue the edges so that it lays like super flat. There's no like openings. And then you cut the excess cloth off. Focus. You cut the excess cloth off, and then you carve it, essentially, which is shaving the rug down. And to give it like dimension, there's different ways that you can do it, but it takes me a long time to do all of those steps. And when you have so many different pieces, I mean, my market inventory took over the house. But yes, so without rambling too much, because I already know that I'm talking too much, I made about $3,500 in total in rugs alone. I brought 4 trophy fish, a mallard duck, 2 largemouth bass, a rainbow trout, and then an alligator head. My trophy fish totaled out to be about $375. I brought 3 exit signs, selling those at $35 each, so that was about $105 total. I brought 5 pillows, which was $25 each, so that was $125. 6 table rugs at $45 each, which was totaling $270. I brought, this is going to be a mouthful, 10 mini mossy mushroom frames, which I sell those for $25, totaling at $250. I brought 3 large mossy mushroom frames at $45 each, totaling $135. I brought 4 large tufted pieces at $175 each, totaling $170. I've got my martyr that I made for the Renaissance Fair that I get compliments on, but she is a straggler. Like, she has stayed with me now. I think I might discount her a little bit, but at the same time, I love that piece so much, and I like having her on display, so even if she doesn't sell, I do think that she is such a statement. So half of me is like, okay, I'm fine with her not selling. The other half of me is like, I really do feel like I need to keep my inventory moving and keep it fresh to some extent. So if something doesn't sell, I do feel kind of pressured to lower the price, but I'm not there yet. But I also made my very popular trio, which is the cowgirl, my horse, and then a cow, which I've never done the cow before, but the horse and the cowgirl. I have sold multiples of those. I'd say those are actually the 2 most popular, like larger designs that I have in my shop. So that was $700 total. That's all tufted items. Moving to punch needle, which is a slower process for me. I brought 43 coasters. I sell those for $15 each, so that was $645 worth of inventory. I made 44 car coaster sets, which I sell for $20, so those were $880 worth of inventory. I made 55 magnets at $8 a piece, so that totals to $440. And then I made 32 phone grips. I made 32 at $10 a piece, so that's $320. And I sold none at the market. So even though I do like having those, moving forward, I am totally going to either discontinue them or look into maybe those being like the one thing that I manufacture just to take some pressure off my wrist. Anyways, moving on, I'm rambling. So then I brought stickers I did not count how many stickers I had. I made probably like 500 stickers for the Renaissance Fair, and I'm just going with what I have left over from that. So I just estimated about like $100 worth of stickers because I still have a lot. So in total, what I ended up bringing to Nashville was $8,070. I know everyone tells me that I can use Shopify POS system to like track what my sales are, but like James and I are very old school. We analog everything. I just like writing things down. I really am not very good with computers and that kind of stuff. Anyways, day one, we sold all 3 of our large mushroom frames, the mossy ones. I did end up making, I had all the makings for one that I brought in one of our suitcases. So night 1, I did assemble a couple more, but the first night, all the ones that we came fully assembled sold. 6 of our miniature mushroom frames sold. All 3 exit signs sold day 1. I also had a backup that I was able to finish up in the hotel that night and then display the next day. Back to day 1, 3 table rugs sold. A Monstera leaf, see you next Tuesday, and then a 2-hour later table rug. I'm being repetitive. 2 of my largemouth bass trophy heads and then an alligator trophy head sold. 3 pillows, which was a happy clown, sad clown, and then a ghostly Halloween cookie, which is a very popular design for me. Those sold. I sold 13 magnets. 3 of those were brown chickens, 2 were white chickens, 2 were eggs, 1 gray chicken, a smiley face, a strawberry, a tomato, an 8-ball, and a broccoli. I sold 12 coasters, 2 sets of happy clowns, and sad clowns. So I kind of count those as sets. A broccoli coaster, that one was cute. It was, it went to a girl named Berkeley. I think her name was Berkeley, and her mom was talking about how her nickname was Broccoli growing up. So they got her a broccoli coaster. There was an egg coaster that sold, a D20 dice, 2 brown chicken coasters, 2 white chicken coasters, and then 1 gray chicken coaster sold. 8 sets of car coasters sold. 2 of those were clowns, 2 8-balls, a cheeseburger set, a Pokeball set, mushroom frog set, and then paw prints. And then out of my rugs on day 1, I sold a happy clown, a swordfish rug, a piano keys rug, and a soccer ball. I also sold a Kirby rug that I've done before. It was my sword Kirby. And then a French fries rug. So day 1, we ended up, total sales was $2,494. I know somewhere in the mix of that, we sold probably like 20 stickers. I don't know, something like that. Day 2 wasn't as busy as day 1, but it was still very impressive. It was so impressive how many people came to this market. So, day 2, I sold 4 mini mushroom frames. We sold 12 coasters. 2 of those coasters were clown coasters. We sold my very last tooth coaster, which I'm phasing out of those. I'm starting to work on fall coasters from here on out. So I sold 2 brown chickens, 2 apple coasters, 2 gray chickens, 2 white chickens, and then an egg coaster. I sold 9 sets of car coasters, 2 clown coasters, a cowboy hat and cowboy boot, car coaster, paw prints, 2 mushroom frogs, ruby smiley face, tooth car coasters, and then 2 rainbow clouds. Excuse me. We sold, I'm going to start saying we because it was definitely a joint effort. We sold 15 magnets. 5 of those were white chickens, 3 were gray chickens, 1 brown chicken, a rainbow, tomato, egg, strawberry, broccoli, and eggplant. I see that I only had 1 eggplant written down as being sold, but I know we sold like 5 eggplant magnets, so I'm sure my notes are a little bit skewed, but this is roughly accurate. Excuse me. On day 2, we sold 3 rugs. So we sold a possum rug, a snake rug, and then a clown rug. And then we sold the framed cowgirl. Oh, we also sold the rainbow trout, but I forgot to write that one down. Day 2, we also commissioned a future sale. We commissioned a pet portrait of a labradoodle, and then we also probably sold around, I don't know, probably $30 worth of stickers. So day 2, we ended the day at $1,420. So $1,420, shout out. So we totaled out the weekend at $4,167. To me, this is just an example of why making more inventory obviously raises your chances of making more profit. I'm actually kicking myself for not doubling up on a lot of my tufted items, because when it came to doubling up my stuff, I was thinking more in terms of punch needle. So I made like, I think 10 of each design. I made a bunch of backups of my coasters and my car coasters, and I do think that was a good idea, but I also am kicking myself because when my exit sign sold all on day 1, I was like, okay, well, I could have brought triple of those and then sold another couple $100 of just exit signs on Sunday. That is an assumption, but the 2-hour later rug and then the See You Next Tuesday and the Monstera leaf, I only brought one of each of those, and day 1 they sold probably within the first hour. At a market like this, when there's so many makers, a lot of times people will walk around first, get an idea of everything, and then decide where they want to spend their money. I had people circling back like an hour after they sold, being like, okay, do you still have these? Like, we'd like them. I had like 2 or 3 different people come through, specifically wanting to buy my 2-hour later rug, the See You Next Tuesday, the Monstera leaf, and then the largemouth bass. Oh my gosh, that one killed me because I knew that one would do well, and there was a wife that came back like a couple hours into the market and was like, my husband's been talking about that largemouth bass, and she was like, I have to get it for him. Like, the most you can do in those moments is kind of direct them towards your website or your social media and hope that they reach out. But obviously the best way to make a profit is to have that stuff ready at the market that someone is going to shop. So I do feel like I missed out on sales because I just brought a bunch of single items when it came to tufting. Best believe I am going to start like really heavily doubling up on tufted items. And to wrap up this video, not just because of this market, but because of everything that I have been implementing into my business, now our business, the past couple of months have really boosted where we started. But not even just the past couple of months. I've been working my ass off for the last 3 years, always with the intention that my husband would work from home with me. He hated his job. And I can say that now, like I wouldn't have put that on the internet before, but now he is officially, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. He is officially fully into the business and fully out of his previous job. So James is going to have Lovey Lucier's Instagram on his phone now. So if you're reaching out and inquiring to our Instagram, you could be talking to me or you could be talking to James. He's already fully been in this business because he's gone to every single market. He has helped so much more than he ever will admit to. He does so much for me. But now he's going to be learning how to be making the rugs, learning how to help. We do have a class set up at Studio Hours in Chattanooga, August 20th, that he will also be helping with. He helped the last class that we did, but he didn't know how to do a lot of the assembly stuff afterwards. It was just a lot that went into it. He will be learning how to do all that, so we can start doubling up our market inventory. We can do more markets. We could do markets on the same day if we want to, if the opportunity ever arrives. I am just so happy. I could talk forever about that because truly since day one of doing this, making this business, I always had the intention of it being something that if my husband wanted to be home and like raise our kids and stuff like that. When James and I had our daughter, he worked his ass off to make it so that I could be present in my kid's life. And I'm saying this for both Nolan and Rose. And now we're about to have Ruthie, and now James can, be present, and this is incredible. And a huge, huge, huge thing to celebrate. So James and I have been like on cloud 9. It's been great. We are very excited. Moving forward in the next couple months, our business name's changing again. I've changed it so many times in the time that I've had this business, and I don't care. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm so manic. I change that shit all the time. This, though, is in celebration of it being from my business, Lobby Lucier. Lucier is my last name, to transitioning to it being our business, something that we can like kind of curate and grow together. So I just want to, and I'm excited, and I have been talking for way too long. If you guys watched this entire video, thank you, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. We are doing another market next Friday at Bear Noir on July 31st. I forgot how to end these things, so I guess I'm just gonna end it.